Hello there. This is Teacher Marv teaching you math online. Before we start, I would like you to prepare some materials needed for our lesson. First, make sure that you have your math textbook, volume 2, along with your pencil. So, let's have a review. If you can still remember a few days ago, we were able to tackle the lesson subtract tens using models. And in that lesson, we were able to use place value blocks to model subtracting tens. Now, I would like you to focus on the first part of the screen. There you can see blocks of tens. What you can see there? Blocks of tens. Always remember that one block represents 10. 10 means 10. Can you help me count how many blocks of tens are there? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 tens. Write it down here. Now, how many blocks of tens are being crossed out? Count with me again. 1, 2, 3. There are 3 tens. How about the blocks of tens that are not being crossed out? There are 1, 2, 3. 3 tens. 6 tens means 60. 3 tens means 30. And 3 tens again means 30. Now let's read. We have 6 tens minus 3 tens is equals to 3 tens. In other words, we have 60 minus 30 is equals 30. 30 here is the difference or the product. Now let's move on the next part. How many blocks of tens are there? Can you count with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Write it down. 8 tens. Now, how many blocks of tens are being crossed out? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 tens. How many blocks of tens are not crossed out? Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, there are 4. When you say 8 tens, it means 80. When you say 4 tens, it means 40. And when you say 4 tens again, it means 40. Let's read it. We have 8 tens minus 4 tens is equals 4 tens. Or we can read it this way. 80 minus 40 is equals to 40. 40 here is the difference or the answer. Okay, let's move on to our lesson for today. I would like you to open your book on page 617. Again, open your book on page 617. We are going to finish until page 622. Our lesson is all about subtract tens using a 100 chart. What is our objective? For today's lesson, I should able to use a 100 chart to subtract a multiples of 10 from another multiple of 10. Let's try to see our essential question. We need to always remember this. Let's read with me. How can you use a 100 chart to subtract a multiple of 10 from another multiple of 10. Now, this is how we are going to answer. First, I should start at the first number. Then, I find how many tens are in the number that I am subtracting, and I move up that number of rows. The last one, the number where I stop is the difference. Okay, if you can still remember the 100 chart, it will be easy for you to answer some questions. Here's the question number 1. Let's read it together. 60 minus 40 is equals 20. In the 100 chart, you can see 10 columns and 10 rows. From left to right, the horizontal line, we call it rows. And in each row, we have 10. So here we start at 10. When you go down, move down, you will add 10. That's why you can see 2 means 20. When you move down, you will see 3 means 30. Why? Because you add plus 10. You will move down again. It means you add plus 10. There you can see 40. And when you move down one more again, it means you add plus 10. There you can see 50. And you can see 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. If moving down one time means plus 10, then moving up one time means minus 10. Our lesson is subtraction, so we are going to move up. In each move up, we are taking away 10. Let's start on 100. When you move up, it means you minus 10. There you stop on the number 90. And then when you move up again, you can see 80. Why? Because from 90, you take away 10. When you move up again, you take away 10. So from 80, take away 10, you can see 70. When you move up again, you can see 60. When you move up again, you can see 50, and then 40, and then 30, and then 20, and then 10. Now, let's solve the problem. Let's try to see if 60 minus 40 is equals 20. Let's find 60. There is 60, circle it. How many tens are there in 40? It's 4. So it means you are going to move up 4 times. So from 60, let's move together up. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you stop at 20. So the answer here is correct. How about the next one? We have 100 minus 30 is equals 70. Let's find 100 first. You can see 100 there. How many tens are there in 30? It is 3. So from 100, we will move up 3 times. Together with me, count 1, 2, 3. There we stop at number 70. So the answer here is correct. Very good. Now, can you check your book if you are in the right page? We should be on page 617. Again, we should be on page 617. Now, let's read the question together. How can you use a 100 chart to subtract 50 minus 30. What you should first do? Find 50. Where's the 50 here? There is the 50. Ask yourself how many tens are there in 30. It's 3. So it means we need to go up 3 times. Now count with me. 1, 2, 3. The answer here is 20. It means 50 minus 30 is equals to 20. Make sure that you write the correct answer. Here are also some examples. Here we can see 70 minus 20 is equals to blank. First thing, we have to start on 70, which is already circled there. And the next thing we will do is to ask ourselves how many tens are there in 20. Then we will go up, or we will move up. From 70, when we move up, we can pass through 60. And then move one more, we can pass through 50. Since we are going to just move up 2 times, then we will stop at 50. So the answer is 50. So 70 minus 20 is 50. Down 618, you can see 4 questions. We are going to answer number 1 and number 2 together. The number 3 and the number 4, I would like you to answer it alone for your own mastery. The direction here, use the partial hundred chart to subtract tens. So, let's focus on number 1. There, you can see 40 minus 10 is equals 30. We will try to find what number first? 40. So, here is 40. Circle it. Very good. And then ask ourselves, how many tens are there in 10? It's 1. Okay, then we are going to move up 1 time. Okay, move 1. The answer is 30. So you are going to write it 30. Next, question number 2. We have 40 minus 20 is equals blank. Again, we are going to find the first number 40, which we already found. Circle it again and ask yourself, how many tens are there in 20? It's 2. So, count up 2 times. Move up. From 40, start. 1, 2. There, we landed on number 20. So, 40 minus 20 is 20. So, I'll give you 3 minutes to answer number 3 and number 4. Good job! Now, let's move to page 619. On page 619, we can see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 questions. In here, I would like you to just answer with me 2 numbers. The first number is 5, right? There is 50 minus 10 is equals blank. We are going to use the 100 chart again to find the answer. So find 50. There, circle it. And how many times you will move up? 1. Because there is only 1 in 110. So go up 1. Very good. You can see 40. So the answer here is 40. Number 6. Let's answer number 6. We have 80 minus 60 is equals blank. Now, let's find 80 first. So circle 80. Very good. And then, how many tens are there in 60? We have 6. It means we are going to move up 6 times. So from 80, let's move together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We landed on number 20. So the answer is 20. 80 minus 60 is equals 20. So, from numbers 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, you are going to answer it independently. You have to use the 100 chart to find your answer. Okay?